Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the campus of Eau Gallie High School. Alan Slaughterzinski, Caleb Brown, and some young whippersnapper is here with us tonight as we get set to bring you quality varsity softball tonight between two of the area's top teams, the 5-2 host Eau Gallie Commodores and the 7-2 visiting Melbourne Bulldogs. You look at these two teams. Melbourne is 10-8 against the Commodores since 2008, and the Bulldogs have currently won 3 in a row and 4 of 5 from Eau Gallie. They've outscored them 24-4 during that 3-game winning streak. The two teams are managed respectively by the Bulldogs' Jeff Shepard in his 6th season, 92-34 with Melbourne, and Russ Reese in his 12th year here at Eau Gallie, 181-81. And I'll tell you what, Coach Reese still owns the only distinction as the only head varsity coach here in Brevard County to ever, in softball, to ever capture a state championship. That 2011 squad, my goodness gracious, what a squad that team was, led by Alex Powers and company. They would go on to win the state championship that year. And so we're excited, and we'll be bringing you the lineups coming up here in just a minute. Well, actually, right now we can go ahead and give them to you for the Eau Gallie Commodores tonight. Leading off and playing right field, number 5, Heather Rue, batting second. Number 2, and playing left field, be Natalie Brown, batting third, number 18. And she plays second base, Ava Climo, batting fourth in the cleanup spot. She is pitching. Number 9, Logan Burr, batting fifth, wearing the number 3. She's going to be the designated player. She is Sarah Hammer, batting sixth and playing shortstop. Number 1, Abby Haywood, batting seventh and playing third base. Number 17, Caitlin Hagee, batting eighth, and she's playing first base. She wears number 16, Lexi Haddix, and batting ninth and playing or catching tonight, Sarah Langley. Sarah Walsh will be the other player in the roster here tonight. And for the visiting Melbourne Bulldogs, leading off, and she plays second base, wears number 22, Nadia English. Nadia comes in leading the Bulldogs in hitting, and we'll talk about Nadia coming up in a minute because she is knocking the cover off the ball this year. Batting second and playing her usual position of the hot corner over at third base is number 9, Hayley Turner. Batting third and in the circle tonight, the freshman sensation, Jazzy Francik. Batting fourth, wearing the number 12. She plays center field, Nevaeh Loveridge. Batting fifth and playing shortstop, number 3, Kelsey Kressler. Batting sixth and doing the catching, number 8, Alicia Thompson. Batting seventh and playing right field, number 7, Darby Rooney. Batting eighth and playing first base, number 10, Sophia Valcourt. And batting ninth and playing left field, number 5, Hayley Turner. So we are getting set for action here coming up. Make sure that doesn't jump. As we are live at Eau Gallie. Check out that scoreboard up there tonight, huh? That's going to be one of the new features we're going to try out tonight. Anyway, here on the Brevard Sports Network, see if we can't get that to work for you. I don't know how many times I'm going to forget to update it, but always listen to what I'm saying and don't pay attention. The score will obviously be the score, but in terms of balls, strikes, and outs, this is the first time tonight that Caleb and I are actually doing this with the scoreboard. So we're going to need a game or two to get into the rhythm of making sure that we update it on every pitch and out. But just excited to be with you. If you look up at the scoreboard, you can see where we'll be able to put runners on base for you, and we're just going to be able to do it all here. So why don't we do this? The national anthem's coming up in just a couple of minutes. We're going to step away, and we'll be back with the start and the first pitch here on the Brevard Sports Network.
Hey everybody, Alan Slaughterzinski for the Brevard Sports Network. For the best in local Space Coast sports coverage, log on to Facebook and follow us at Brevard Sports Network. If you're looking for top-notch youth, high school, and college coverage, once again, Brevard Sports Network on Facebook. You'll see interviews, broadcasts, game previews, game recaps. You'll see it all. Once again, Brevard Sports Network on Facebook.
Hi, this is Michelle Rycroft with Beach Wave Volleyball Club, and you're watching Brevard Sports Network.
Astronaut cheerleaders love BSN!
All right, just a couple of minutes away from the national anthem and the first pitch. Tell you a little bit about these two teams coming into tonight. The Melbourne Bulldogs come in as a team, batting .345 to get an OBP. That's on base percentage of .472, a slugging percentage of .500. And both of these teams field the ball exceptionally well. Melbourne, a .950 fielding percentage. The Eau Gallie Commodores come in. Their stats are only updated through 4 games, so there's 3 games missing on here. But a .380 team at the dish. They get on base 49% of the time. Slugging percentage is a .592, and they field the ball even better at a .970 clip. When you look at the team leaders for the Melbourne Bulldogs, it is simply one. That's Nadia English in terms of in the batter's box. English leads the Melbourne Bulldogs in batting average, OBP, and slugging percentage, .552, .639, and .827 respectively. For the Commodores, it's Heather Rue with the batting average at .667. Ava Climo at .750 with the on-base percentage, and Mackenzie Benninger with a .1.333 slugging percentage. And so that's a look at the ladies that'll be inside the batter's box tonight. How about the ladies that'll be on or in the circle tonight for the Melbourne or for the Eau Gallie Commodores? It is Logan Burr. She comes in, at least through the stats that I have updated on the year. She's 2-0, according to my stats. She's allowed 2 hits in the 2 games that we have stats for. She struck out 3, faced 7 batters. I'm sorry. My apologies. She's pitched 16 innings, allowed 7 hits, struck out 16, and faced 56 batters. I'm looking at the wrong pitcher there, obviously. And then we'll get you Jazzy Francik's statistics here coming up, because I tell you what, Francik has as a freshman has just been outstanding in the circle for Coach Jeff Shepard and the Melbourne Bulldogs. Jazzy Francik so far this year, she's 5-1 with a .52 ERA. She's appeared in 7 games, and check this out. In terms of strikeouts, and well, he doesn't have that updated. Oh, there they are. 66 strikeouts in 40 innings pitched. She's allowed 3 earned runs, 13 hits, and she's faced 145 batters. So we're going to have us a good old-fashioned pitcher's duel inside the circle tonight here on the Brevard Sports Network, and excited to be here with you. In fact, we ought to call this Eau Gallie Week, Caleb. We were here last night for an outstanding baseball game between the Merritt Island Mustangs and the Melbourne Bulldogs, a game that would require a finish in the bottom of the 7th inning. Those interviews for the players of the game will come up a little bit later on tonight on the Brevard Sports Network. National anthem time. We are set. Careful now, you're shaking it a lot, okay? We are set for action here tonight as the Commodores and the Bulldogs get set for battle. Once again, I'm Alan Slaughter-Zinski, joined alongside my broadcast partner, Caleb Brown. Look at these two teams. They average 10 runs a game. Each team averages 10 runs a game. The Eau Gallie Commodores are ranked number 21 in their classification, and the Melbourne Bulldogs are ranked number 17. As the Commodores take the field, we'll take you around. Let's first start again in the circle tonight. It'll be Logan Burr, her battery mate Sarah Langley. Over at first base is going to be Lexi Haddix. At second base, Ava Climo. Shortstop is Abby Haywood. Over at third is Caitlin Hagee. Your outfielders from left to right, Natalie Brown. Sarah Walsh is in center field. She'll be DP'd for by Sarah Hammer. And over in right is Heather Rue. And leading off for the Melbourne Bulldogs will be number 22, Nadia English. As we told you, Nadia is having quite a year this year so far. English, a sophomore. You look at this roster for Melbourne, it is quite the opposite of what Eau Gallie has. Eau Gallie is a senior-laden team. Melbourne has just 2 seniors, 3 juniors, 1 sophomore, and 5 freshmen to replace the 5 seniors that graduated last season. But Nadia English will step in the box. So far this season, she's got 37 plate appearances, 29 at-bats, 532 batting average. So English steps in, and we are set for action here on the Brevard Sports Network. Ava Climo in the circle. Well, I'm sorry, Logan Burr in the circle. Logan Burr gets set to face Nadia English. Burr and Nadia English will foul off the first pitch, and it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strikes. Nobody out here. The Beach Wave Volleyball Club scoreboard at the top of the screen. Burr winds and fires, and that'll be fouled off in the same exact area. And quickly, Burr is ahead of English, 0-2. Jeff Turner's watching and coaching first. I'm kidding. Here's the pitch from Burr. It'll miss for a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes to English. So 1-2, nobody out here. Top 1. The 1-2. That ball is popped up to the first baseman, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So English goes down on a pop out to the first baseman, and that'll bring up Hayley Turner. Turner steps in batting .273 on the season. She's got a double, a triple, and a home run, and a big bat as well. Probably not the kind of start to the year she wants average-wise, but she hits for power for sure. That ball is fouled out of play, and that'll be strike 1. 0-1 to the third baseman. Turner is a junior, 1 of 3 on the squad this year. So Logan Burr gets past Nadia English. That's a rare accomplishment for anybody in a circle this year. She'll step in, 0-1 to that ball is a dribbler out in front of the plate. Burr's going to have to hurry, throws, and that'll be an infield single. So that'll be a runner on first with 1 out here. And that's going to bring up Jazzy Francik, the pitcher. And they're going to ask if that was a foul ball. I'm not sure it was. Francik steps in. Not only can she bring it, but she's a .364 hitter as well. So a runner on first, 1 out. There you see the highlighted runner on first. Be a foul ball. Strike 1. You got to be my other eyes too, okay? Hope you're enjoying the new scoreboard on the upper right-hand corner. Tomorrow night, we got a big lacrosse game coming up for you. The number 3 ranked team in the country tomorrow night. Here's a squares the bunt. That'll be high for a ball down the first. Back in time is Turner. Up, ball gets away and down the second. Outstanding job by Turner to take second. So the count will be 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, and Turner is now on second. The number 3 team in the country tomorrow night, the Vero Beach Fighting Indians. We're actually going to travel to Vero Beach tomorrow night to bring you our area's top-ranked team in the Vieira Hawks. 1-1, swing and a miss to Francik, the freshman. It'll be 1 ball and 2 strikes now. The runner on second is Hayley Turner. On deck is Nevaeh Loveridge. Burr rocks, fires, fouled off. The count will remain 1-2. I like having to do this. I like having to operate the scoreboard because it definitely dials you straight into the game. You cannot look away. Burr, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That'll be high for a ball. Turner toys with the catcher. That'll even the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. I hope you all are enjoying it. We'd like to welcome in Francis Mendez, Nicole Poudrier, and Lily Trio watching here tonight on the Brevard Sports Network. A battle between 2 of the area's best. That ball is looped into center field. Outstanding catch and grab by the center fielder. That's Sarah Walsh. And Sarah hauls in the second out of the inning, and Turner will hold at second. So 2 outs now. And that'll bring up Nevaeh Loveridge. Loveridge steps in, and she is batting .375 this year. She's got 2 doubles and 3 triples in the 9-game season. 2 outs. Loveridge from Burr. That ball is hit right back to the pitcher, and that'll be the 3rd and final out of the inning. So the Bulldogs get no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We head to the top of the 1st inning with your score. Melbourne nothing, Eau Gallie coming to bat. All right, welcome back here to the campus of Eau Gallie High School. In the circle for the Bulldogs tonight, as we mentioned a little bit earlier, Jazzy Francik. So far this season, Francik is 5-1, 40 innings pitched. She's allowed 13 hits, 66 strikeouts, and again, just 40 innings. Opponents are batting .0.94 against her. Her OBP against is a .131, and yeah, man, she's impressive, and just to think that these Brevard County hitters are going to have to face her for 4 seasons. But this Eau Gallie lineup is as potent as they come in the county. Heather Rue, Natalie Brown, and Ava Climo will face her first. Rue will step in. And Rue is a .667 hitter. So she sees the ball pretty well, I'd say. Francik, first pitch offering here. Swing and a miss. Strike one. No score. That'll be a strike called by the home plate umpire. So quickly, the count moves to, I'm hitting the wrong button. See, I knew I would. To 0-2. Low and away for a ball. Francik 1-2 high. That'll even the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. It helps when you also fix the background color on the scoreboard too. Watch. Pop up here in a second. 2 balls and 2 strikes. To Rue. Natalie Brown on deck. Francik winds, fires. Took a little off of that one. That'll be the first strikeout of the game and the inning. So that'll be 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Natalie Brown steps in. Brown, a 600 hitter on the year. Left-handed swinging Natalie Brown. Take you around the Melbourne infield here in just a second. That ball is outside, it looks like. Ball 1. Swing and a miss at what likely would have been ball 2, high and outside. You got Valcourt and English on the right side of the Bulldogs infield. On the left side is Kelsey Kressler and Hayley Turner. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that'll be the second out of the inning. Oh, no, my bad. She got a piece of it, okay. So the count will remain 1-2. Here's the pitch. Outside for a ball. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here. Bottom first. Francik steps out of the circle, steps back in. High and outside. Count is full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, a lunge at that, and that will be the second out of the inning. Good-looking pitch. Took a little off of it. So she's got that heat, and she's got that little off-speed spinner that's creating a little havoc for the first 2 batters. That'll be 2 outs, as I already had up there. Again, first night with the new scoreboard, so bear with me. That's going to bring up Ava Climo. Climo is also a 600 hitter, and that'll be ball 1. Comment and let us know where you're watching from. If you're a grandparent out of town, love to know where you're watching from tonight. Here's the pitch. Low for a ball. Ball 2, so 2-0. So Francik falls behind to the number 3 hitter, the power hitter on deck. That is the pitcher, Logan Burr. 2-0, 2 outs here, bottom 1. Pitch, low, ball 3. So 3-0 from Francik. 5 freshmen And they play significant amounts of innings for Coach Jeff Shepard, on this team. That'll be a strike right down Wickham Road. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here. Bottom 1. The Commodores, the only program to ever win a state championship in softball in Brevard County. Pitch. That'll be strike 2. That's a beaut right there. The count is full, so 3-2. 2 outs now. I'd like to welcome in Hector De Jesus, Carolyn Perry, Michael Williams, and Sandra Schooley watching here on the Brevard Sports Network tonight. The pitch. That's a chopper to Hayley Turner. Turner up over to Valcourt, and that'll end the inning. So, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We head to the top of inning number 2. No score between these rivals. Back with the top of the second inning.
Satellite Beach Seahawks cheer love BSN.
Hey, this is Devon Dudley, and you are watching Brevard Sports Network. Oh, my brother, testify.
Welcome back here to Eau Gallie High School. No score. Kelsey Kressler's Aunt Sarah and Uncle Pete watching from Ferndale, Maryland. I know Ferndale, Maryland well, right outside the Glen Burnie area, down there near Severna Park. I'm born and raised in Baltimore. Welcome to the broadcast. First pitch is a strike to the aforementioned Kelsey Kressler. Kressler comes in for the Bulldogs tonight, and she's got a pretty good stick herself. She's one of 3 team captains. Kressler, a 267 batting average, but she can put metal to ball, and that's a dribbler to the third baseman, up and over for the first out of the inning. And I tell you what, you got 2 outstanding fielding teams here, and there you see it there. You're not going to see a lot of errors. You got one team that fields at a 975 clip, and the other team that fields at a 950 clip. That's going to bring up Alicia Thompson, the catcher. The pitch from Burr is low and inside for a ball. And Thompson's a .478 batter. The freshman has 12 RBIs, 4 doubles already on the season. Logan Burr, 1-0 to the freshman catcher. That ball is hit. Is it fair? It is foul. So Burr takes a deep breath. A good contact there, but ultimately it's nothing but a long strike, Caleb. And that's what you tell yourself when you're out there in the circle, just a long strike. Ava Thompson nearly had her 5th double of the year. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. That ball, ooh, right back. Oh, goodness gracious, what a play by Logan Burr for the second out of the inning. Puts her body in front of that and makes the out. Good composure there. I tell you, there are 2 things you can always do as a pitcher to help yourself, especially if you're swinging a stick. We know Logan can swing it because she bats 4th, and that's field your position. You know who told me that? I'll tell you in a minute, and I'll bet you don't even know who he is once I tell you this. This is going to be Darby Rooney stepping in. Rooney will look at ball one. Jim Palmer once told me that. I was a Little League pitcher. Jim Palmer, 268 career wins for the Baltimore Orioles. Jim Palmer once told me, to be the best pitcher you can be, young man, never forget to learn how to field your position. Pitch is low and in the dirt again for ball two. And Jim Palmer was a multiple Gold Glove winner as a pitcher. Cy Young winner, too, for the Orioles back in their heyday. He was one of their 4 20-game winners. McNally, Cuellar, Dobson, and Palmer, the last team, I believe. That'll be a ball, so 3-0. The only team in the history of Major League Baseball, I believe, still to this day, to have 4 guys win 20 games in a season. 3-0. Burr going to try to come back, just throws one right down Wickham Road. That'll be a strike. 3-1. 2 outs here. Top 2. Darby Rooney at the dish. Strike 2. Count is quickly full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. She has the same situation as her counterpart did to end the bottom of the first. Jazzy Francik came back from a 3-1 count to get the third and final out of the inning. Here's the pitch. That ball is fouled out of play. It will remain full. To welcome in Mr. Charles Holmes. Charles, we got a good one here tonight. Eau Gallie 5-2 against the Bulldogs 7-2. 2 of the area's top softball teams, predominant teams every year. Swing and a miss. That'll end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We head to the bottom of the second inning. No score between the Commodores and the Bulldogs.
Welcome Tiger Cheerleading loves BSN.
All right, we head to the bottom of inning number 2, and in the batter's box is going to be the pitcher, Logan Burr. And Francik's first offering is low for a ball. 1-0 to Burr. That ball, half check swing into center field. That'll drop for a base hit. So Logan Burr, what did we just say, Caleb? You got to help yourself, right? At the dish and fielding your position. And Logan Burr has done both with a leadoff single. What's the stat? The leadoff, when you get on in baseball or softball, the leadoff person will score 68% of the time. So that's going to bring up Sarah Hammer, the DP. What happened there? It's a ball. 1-0. Yeah. Hammer steps in, a 200 hitter to start the season. She's got 3 RBIs and a double. Your runner at first is Logan Burr, the pitcher. There you see her on your screen. Here is the 1-0. Francik takes a little off of that. I'll tell you what, that is one nasty changeup she's got. Actually, I'm sorry, it's 0-2, 2 strikes. So 0-2 to Hammer. Bottom 2. Francik, swing and a miss, strike 3. So that'll be the first out of the bottom of the second inning here. If you're interested in becoming a partner with us here on the Brevard Sports Network, the information is on the bottom of the screen. Abby Haywood steps in. Abby, an outstanding player. She's not off to the type of start she's used to. She's a senior, batting 182. She's got a couple of doubles and 5 RBIs on the year, but Abby will get it together. Outstanding player, as I said. The pitch from Francik had to be high for a ball. 1-0. I'd like to welcome in Jennifer Thomas, Julie Carter, Deborah Rutland, and Justin Hall, all watching here on the Brevard Sports Network. 1-0, 1 out. Bottom 2, no score between these two cross-street rivals, really. She squares the bunt, and that'll be, what did he call? A ball. So 2 balls, no strikes. Now we got to go get one of those pointer things. You know, you just go boom. 2-0, Francik, hitters count. That's a strike. 2-1 now. Courtesy runner is Mackenzie Benninger. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. That'll even account at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2-2. That's a little shot to the third baseman. Hayley Turner going to turn it every time. Does it there. The line drive catches Benninger off the bag, and that'll end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, none left. We head to the top of 3. No score between the Bulldogs and the Commodores.
Hi, this is Michelle Rycroft with Beach Wave Volleyball Club, and you're watching Brevard Sports Network.
Good evening, Mr. Dave Carroll, and welcome to the broadcast here tonight on the Brevard Sports Network. We head to the top of the third inning. No score between these two great softball teams, and they're putting on quite a performance tonight, leading off for the Melbourne Bulldogs is one of my favorite players. You know, as you cover sports, you get to meet these student athletes. And I'll tell you what, I just have a special place in my heart for the entire Valcourt family. This is Sophia Valcourt. Sophia is a player, that's for sure. Great sense of humor. Pitch, swing, and a miss. And that'll quickly take it to 0-2 with nobody out. So far this season, Valcourt's batting .250 for Coach Shepard's Bulldogs. Logan Burr in the circle, top three. That ball is hit to the shortstop. She'll bobble it, and that'll be an error. And a runner on. Runner on first to lead off the top of the third. We were here last night. We'll be back Friday night. Well, Caleb, you'll be here Friday night. Caleb will be here Friday night. I'll be doing a all-star basketball showcase as number 6 steps, or this is going to be Hayley Turner, number 5. So Hayley Turner, another freshman, will step in. Pitch to Turner. She squares the bunt. I believe that's a strike, or is it a ball? We'll wait for the board there. Didn't see that. It's a ball. On deck is Nadia English. Burr, the runner at first, is Valcourt. Here's the pitch, and that'll be a foul ball for a strike. Valcourt had some off-season surgery, went through rehab, did an outstanding job getting back in time, and she'll get her timing back at the plate the way she wants it. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out here. Top 3. There you see it on the Beachway Volleyball Club scoreboard. Jeff Turner, the coach at first. Jeff Shepard, the coach at third. Here's the pitch. Squares the bunt again, low. Oh, he called it a strike. So 1 ball, 2 strikes there. Outstanding angle. Great job, Caleb, on the camera work tonight. Proud of you, my boy. Proud of you. Pitch. That ball is slapped into left field for a base hit. Just an outstanding job by Turner. And that'll put runners at first and second with nobody out here. And the leading hitter in Brevard County coming to the plate, and Nadia English. So there you see runners at first and second. Burr in a little bit of trouble here. We'll see if she can pitch out of it. As back to the top of the lineup. And English batting the leadoff there, and she's only got I say only, but 9 games in. She averages. That ball is hit and foul down the right field line. I say only, but she's averaging an RBI a game. She's only got 9 RBIs, and only batting .552. And her OBP, is only .472. Or, I'm sorry, .639 with an .827 slugging percentage. Her OPS is a 1.467. So Nadia, I would say, is getting it done in the batter's box. Squares the bunt, and that'll be a strike. So strike 2 to English. So 0-2. Scott Thomas watching here. Coach is the skipper for the Rockledge Raiders.
Their game got canceled tonight against Astronaut.
Did it?
Yep.
Welcome in, Coach Thomas. That ball's a dribbler to the first baseman, but that will advance the runners to second and third. Was it foul? Okay, so he called it foul. And the count will remain 0-2. You have to catch. We'll have to look at the schedule. I know we put the Raiders on our schedule in about a week and a half to 2 weeks, didn't we? Yeah, I think we got them twice on the road. Here's the pitch. That ball is hit to the second baseman, flips to first. Oh, I don't know about that. And a run will score, but the run is out. English will take second. He's going to call that runner out. And I'll tell you what, the ball was, I don't think he got a good look at that there. But a run will score, so it'll be 1-0 Melbourne. and an out recorded. He's not going to change his mind on that unless the home plate umpire comes out and talks to him, because the second baseman bobbled the ball. That's not control. But you know what? He saw what he saw, so it's an out. So that'll be one out, one run in, and should be runners at second and third now. And that's what Coach Shep is saying, and they're conferring here. So we're going to see if the call gets changed. Right now, it's an out. Yeah, he's telling him right, she never had control of the ball. So she should be safe and at third. But if she's out, then she has to come off the bag. But we'll see. We'll see what's going to be made. That's what the home plate umpire is saying. He's trying to explain his case, but see, he's still going to call her out. So she's out. Okay, so they stick to the call. I disagree with it, but okay. Well, Dave, I'm going to disagree with you there. I don't think it was obstruction by the runner. It's just simply because she never had possession of the ball. She never controlled it. But he was standing on the backside of the play where he's standing now, and he never saw it. So he can't make that call, and he called her out. He gave the old MLB rule where you get the benefit of the doubt there. But anyway, it's all for naught. Doesn't matter. It's an out and a run. Pitch, strike one. But I love the debate. So one out, one strike. I'd like to welcome in Lynn Malone. Lynn, how you doing? Good to see you again. I want to see a replay tomorrow. You'll see one tonight, buddy. I'll clip it tonight and send it to you. That ball is nice grab. Back to second. Not in time, but an outstanding job there by the first baseman, Lexi Haddix. She used all of her frame to go up and get that one. That's right. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. I'll tell you, these ladies can field their positions. Yeah. Great job. Great defense. And this is going to bring up number 11, Jazzy Francik. Francik looks at a ball. 0-1. Pitcher to pitcher. Burr to Francik. Naughty English on second, squares the bunt, turns, throws English with a stolen base. English with a good jump there. And so that'll be a ball, so that'll be ball two. Dave says he's an umpire, so in his eyes. Well, I guess that makes you right, Dave. Because, umpires are always right. That ball is fouled out of play. That'll be strike one. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
He might throw you out.
I know, right? Dave loves me, man. I think he does anyway. I'm the only guy that covers bowling in the county. Although, congratulations to Space Coast Daily woke up and finally recognized it as they put in the Astronaut War Eagles. And that'll be low for a ball into their Space Coast Sports Hall of Fame. So that'll move the count to 3 balls and 1 strike.
It only took a second.
Dave said, no, not true. 3-1. That ball is slapped into right field. That'll score Naughty English, and it gets past the center fielder. And over to second base is Jazzy Francik. And Francik, a single in an air, makes it 2-0 Melbourne. And that'll empty the bases. So I am ready for bowling. I'm ready. I wish you guys did that as a spring sport. Because spring sports, there's a ton of fall sports going on, right? Yeah, spring sports is track and, softball and baseball. And so there is now 2 outs in the inning. Let me get that updated. And that is going to bring up, Dave's got me all messed up here, Dave. Kelsey believe it's Kelsey Kressler. Yeah. Oh, that's Nevaeh Loveridge. Loveridge pops it straight up. Second baseman with a nice track on it, calls for it, hauls it in, and that'll be the third and final out as Ava Climo will record the out, but not before the Melbourne Bulldogs get two. They scored 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, none left. We head to the bottom of 3, 2-0 Bulldogs.
Hey, this is Devon Dudley, and you are watching Brevard Sports Network. Oh, my brother, testify.
23-time world champion, Devon Dudley. Thank you. The 24-time state champion is Doug Butler of the Satellite Scorpions. And we are set here for the bottom of inning number 3. And I completely and utterly missed who the batter is, but I would imagine it is Caitlin Hagee. Hagee steps in. Hagee's a 300 batter. Jazzy Francik. That'll be a strike. Second pitch is low for a ball, so 1 ball, 1 strike. Caitlin Hagee. Here's the pitch from. Oh, she took a little off of that. Yeah, I'll tell you what, that's a good job by Hagee there. She's timing that up, so she's got that. Nobody out. Bottom 3. Outstanding softball game here, just as we thought it would be. Dave, I'm getting ready to morph into in the next inning the donation part of the broadcast, so I could use that water tonight if you're around. That'll be high for a ball. That'll even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now it's right. Nobody out here. Francik cruising along. Pitch. That'll catch her at the knees. Strike 3, 1 out. That'll bring up Lexi Haddix. Haddix steps in, batting .556 on the year. With 3 RBIs, she's got 5 hits, at least in the 4 games that I have updated here on my stats. That'll be low. Nice job by the catcher to try to frame that. Fooled me, Sarah Langley. That'll be a ball. 1-0. Right in the same spot. Consistency rules the day. Strike 2. Or no, he called it a ball. I thought he said strike 2. He did say strike 2. I heard him say strike 2. We'll find out on this pitch. That's a chopper out in front. That ball's going to stay fair, and we'll never know. as Eau Gallie gets a runner aboard. And look, at the end of the day, it looks like a line drive in the book, right, Caleb?
Yes, it does.
So that'll be a runner on first with one out here. And that's going to bring up Sarah Langley, the catcher. And framing that pitch was Alicia Thompson, not Sarah Langley. She squares the bunt. Water on the way, sir. Well, thank you, Dave. You're a good man. 0-1. Squares the bunt again. Nice job there. Orville Susong used to tell me the bunt is the most exciting play in baseball or softball. And I couldn't agree with him more. And it's just simply because on the bunt, there isn't a player on the field that doesn't have a responsibility. Squares the bunt again. If you look up, everybody on the field is moving. The left fielder, the center fielder, the right fielder, they all got to back up somebody in the outfield. The second baseman moves over to play first. The third baseman's in. The shortstop backs up the side. I mean, everybody's moving. Hence, the most exciting play in baseball or softball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pitch. Strike 3 called. And that'll be the second out of the inning. I believe we go back to the top of the order. And Heather Rue. Rue, a .667 hitter. 2-0 Melbourne on top. Francik rocks, fires, swinging and a miss. Strike 1. High for a ball. Runner on first. 2 out. Francik. Low. Ball 2. So 2 balls, 1 strike now. Cindy Arnold, welcome. Rue from Francik, the 2-1. It's popped up. Heather Thompson cannot make the play. That ball curved back on her at the last minute, so it will move the count. The 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Deuces wild here in the bottom of inning number 3. Speaking of deuces, Melbourne's got 2. They lead it 2-0. Him either. Don't worry. Him either. I know. I knew where you young whippersnappers were. Here's the pitch. Change up. Nice job by Rue. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. I got 2 young guys here. What's your name? I got Taylor and Caleb here. Taylor's taking pictures for the school, and Caleb, of course, is, well, Caleb. And one guy, Taylor's 21, Caleb's 24. I'm 50, so you can put their ages together, and they're still not as old as me. That ball is lined off the dugout, and it'll remain 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. That'll be strike 3. That'll end the inning. So we get set to head to the top of the 4th inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We head to the top of 4, 2-0.
Hey everybody, Alan Slaughterzinski for the Brevard Sports Network. For the best in local Space Coast sports coverage, log on to Facebook and follow us at Brevard Sports Network. If you're looking for top-notch youth, high school, and college coverage, once again, Brevard Sports Network on Facebook. You'll see interviews, broadcasts, game previews, game recaps. You'll see it all. Once again, Brevard Sports Network on Facebook.
All right, welcome back to the campus of Eau Gallie High School, where Caleb and I have pitched a tent and will live all week long. We were here last night, here tonight, be back Friday night. But ironically, as these two teams will do battle, not these two, but the boys varsity teams will do battle over. Oh my God, he was serious. Thank you. Dave Carroll, I got the water. You are the man. First pitch swinging to the shortstop over to first, and she'll be safe. Nice play. Beat out there by number 3. That's Kelsey Kressler. So it'll be our leadoff single, infield single. Dave, you are the man, because I was just getting ready to roll out the donation portion of the segment. Brevard Sports Network is a registered LLC in the state of Florida, and we operate on limited partnership. Now, we are expanding and growing leaps and bounds. Like, we launched 8 months ago, and we're nearly 10,000 strong on our 2 social media platforms. In fact, we're going to talk to you a little bit about YouTube coming up here in just a second. We'll wait for Burr's pitch. That ball is hit out like a bunt right down to first. That's a nice play by the catcher to get the shore out. Sarah Langley with a nice play there. So the runner will advance to second, and that'll be the first out of the top of the 4th inning, and that's going to bring up Darby Rooney. But so we operate off of limited sponsorship. So what we do is we ask the community for help. We know times are tough, and listen, no amount is too small, and we certainly appreciate anything and everything that you can help us with. And so I'll put up this inning here, you'll see on the bottom of the screen the 3 various cash applications we use. We use Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App. And again, nothing is too small, and it allows us to continue to purchase new equipment, like we have this brand new beautiful iPad here tonight. That ball is hit that's foul. That'll remain strike 2. Like, we have this beautiful brand new iPad here tonight, and we were able to get this iPad and to be able to bring you this production tonight with the scoreboard and the strikes and the balls. So we take all of the money and invest it right back into the company. The next step for Brevard Sports Network is to actually hire broadcasters and photographers. So we are, like I said, growing, and any help that you could provide is certainly appreciated, and no amount is too small. The count remains 0-2 with 1 out. Runner on second. Bottom 4 here. 2-0 Bulldogs on top. Logan Burr and Jazzy Francik having an outstanding evening in the circle. And that'll be, she hit her. So the HBP, hit by pitch, has runners at first and second, and that's going to bring up Sophia Valcourt. I tell you what, Valcourt, she's an RBI machine, has been in the past. That'll be high for ball 1. Just 1 out here, Bulldogs threatening. High for ball two. And honestly, what we really prefer is you need more south coverage for high school bowling. Dave, how did I know that eventually during one of these Eau Gallie broadcasts this week that was going to happen? Well, I'll tell you what we need to do, Dave. Now that we can split up, the plan. I'll let you know what the plan is going to be this year as the count goes to 3-0. The plan is we're going to have 1 day a week designated for bowling this year. And so now that we're able to do 2 broadcasts because we were able to purchase the equipment for Caleb to go do his broadcast on his own. He'll head to the north end. That'll be a strike. He'll head to the north end or south end. We will be covering 1 day a week will be dedicated to nothing but high school bowling. So there you go, buddy. It's done. See what a water gets you? That ball is lined and caught and out. That's what you call being at the right place at the right time. And Alexi Haddix was certainly it. The soft line drive ends the inning. But I'm not going anywhere because we're going to continue to talk about this. No. So, we had a couple of weeks ago where we were in a quandary because we were basketball. There was astronaut boys playing and Palm Bay girls. And we had paid for the Florida High School Athletic Association charges $250 a broadcast for state series games for basketball. And we had 2 different sponsors chalk up $500 for both games. And so we had to cover both games. So Caleb went down and did the Palm Bay girls regional final basketball game. I shot up and did the astronaut boys, and it worked out great. The goal is to bring on 1 or 2 more people to be able to hire them, hook them up with the equipment that we need. And we got 4 brand new beautiful headsets, bought a beautiful new mixer. So I assure you, all of the money is invested back into Brevard Sports Network to continue to grow. And not only do we broadcast prep sports, but, we do youth sports. We did Pop Warner football. We're going to get into Little League baseball and softball. So we do it all. And this weekend, we're going to be doing the championships for the Melbourne Police Athletic League basketball. So I'm excited about the future of Brevard Sports Network, and I couldn't be happier to be a part of this. And again, nothing is too small, and everything helps. So thank you all. Even this Aquafina that I'm sitting here with. So thank you. All right, Jazzy Francik has surrendered just 2 hits. And no runs as we get set for the bottom of the 4th inning here. Alan Slaughterzinski, Caleb Brown, and Taylor having some fun here at Eau Gallie High School. Stepping in the batter's box, Natalie Brown, the left fielder. Jazzy Francik's first pitch, bottom of the 4th, high and outside for a ball. One and 0. Francik off speed, bunt. That's a beautiful bunt. Goodness gracious, the ball ends up in right field, but there with an outstanding job backing up is number 7, Hayley Turner. So that's going to be a hit to charge to Francik. And nice bunt. That'll bring up Ava Climo. So Climo with an opportunity here. Francik, another bunt. Drops it down. Throws. She's safe. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. I see the plan here.
They're laying down perfect bunts.
They're perfect bunts. And I tell you what you have to do here is you may need to start them off with some off speed instead of a fastball here. Number 9 is Logan Burr. So this is pitcher to pitcher. First and second, nobody out. Burr. That'll be a strike 1. Logan Burr is not squaring the bunt. She's a power hitter, and she wants to give one a ride here. Swing and a miss. Strike one. All right, since I already put up strike one, I'll put the ball, or no, that's strike two. Yeah, so it is strike two. Okay. Should I say congratulations, America? I saw the new stimulus checks were passed today. Swing and a miss, strike three on the check swing. So that'll be the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up Sarah Hammer. Yeah, I saw that news as I was headed out the door. Yeah. Yeah. Taylor, you might only be 21, but you qualify. like to welcome in Coach Chris Sands. That's another perfect bunt, drop down, and that'll go foul. First and second, so that's a nice bunt, but a strike to Sarah Hammer, and Hammer, like Burr, wants to lay into one, but I tell you what, that was a nice job bunting. If they can get these runners over, they trail 2-0. Runner, swing, and a miss. 0-2 now. Chris Sands on. Coach Sands, just an outstanding football coach. Best year in Eau Gallie football program history. And, of course, the thing that I love the most about Coach Chris Sands is that he is a family man first, through, and through. Swing and a miss. And Jazzy Francik, after 2 on and none out, now have 2 on with 2 outs. And that's going to bring up Abby Haywood. Haywood steps in. Last shot this inning. At least this batter here with an opportunity to score a run. Pitch is a ball. 1-0. How do you like that new fancy scoreboard, Coach? Huh? Look at that. Francik, 1-0. Fouled off. That'll be 1 ball and 1 strike. To Haywood, the catcher. Oh, I'm sorry, the shortstop. Who won the JV game? Melbourne. Melbourne won the JV game. That ball is popped up. Called on by the shortstop, and she'll haul it in for the third and final out as Kelsey Kressler indeed does. So that's the third out of the inning. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. We head to the top of the 5th, 2-0 Melbourne as we get set to conclude here with the donation portion of the broadcast. Once again, there is our Venmo. We know times are tough, but nothing is too small at Brevard Sports on Venmo and Cash App. And, of course, our PayPal is our Gmail, sportsbrevardnetwork@gmail.com. Again, sportsbrevardnetwork@gmail.com. So thank you all watching here tonight. We are live from the campus of Eau Gallie High School between 2 of the better area softball teams, the Melbourne Bulldogs and the Eau Gallie Commodores. We're talking about Eau Gallie being the only team in the history of Brevard County softball to ever win a state championship. Let's pay homage to that roster. Let's start off. You had Taylor Callan, Alexis Kohler, Katie Day, Sid Masso, Megan LaFawn, Autumn Crowther, Alex Powers, Rachel Engel, Mackenzie Conley, Michelle Paul, Brittany Wiley, Vicky Matschek, and Katrina Cowan. That was your 2011 state champs, the Eau Gallie Commodores. And that was, I believe, the first year for Russ Reese. The assistant coach that year listed is Fred Engel. And that year, Eau Gallie took out Harmony at the National Training Center in Claremont, 7-2 in the championship game. In fact, we've only ever had, I think, that ball is slapped to the shortstop. Nice play for the first out of the top of the 5th inning. That's a good play by Abby Haywood. We had Rockledge go to the Final Four a couple of years ago with Coach Scott Thomas. Jasmine Major, welcome in, Jasmine. We had Scott Thomas take them there. I don't know that we've ever had another team go that far. I mean, I looked for the championships, but that ball is hit into shallow right, and that'll get past the right fielder, Nadia English, on her way in with a stand-up double. And English, who created havoc the last time she was up, the second batter in the top of the 5th, does it again. And that'll bring up Hayley Turner in an RBI situation. Be real easy for you to do the highlights now. With a scoreboard like that. Pitch. Somebody's wearing the wrong color jersey tonight. So somebody's supposed to be in a dark colored jersey. Somebody's supposed to be in a light. Not supposed to both be wearing white. Is that what it is? Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought the Bulldogs were supposed to be in green. 1 ball, 1 strike to Turner. Turner's brother, by the way, pretty good quarterback for the Melbourne Bulldogs. Wouldn't you say? He's got quite a future ahead of him. And that ball is hit into left field and deep. Back to the wall. It's out of here. Hayley Turner with a 2-run blast, and it's 4-0 Bulldogs. Who says they only launch rockets from Cape Canaveral? Hayley Turner with a 2-run shot, and it's 4-0. That was a bomb. Nice piece of hitting by Hayley Turner. And that's going to bring up Jazzy Francik, who is the benefactor of that shot. I'll tell you what, she drilled that one. First pitch, that'll be a strike. The 0-1, that ball is hit up the middle for a base hit and into the gap, but cut off nicely. Francik with a wide turn, quickly getting the ball in, and that'll be a runner at first. Still just 1 out in the inning with Nevaeh Loveridge headed to the dish. Oh, I had it on mute the whole time. No, I'm kidding. I tell you, Mr. Turner would have killed me. Bobby Jackson watching. That's the first home run we've seen over the fence this year. In either sport. That's right. We've done a couple softball games. We've done 4 or 5 baseball games, and that's the first one that went over the fence. She got all of that one. That's a dribbler in front of the plate, foul. That was you know what though? I mean, that was a good track too by the left fielder. If that ball was at the wall, you know what? I'm telling you, Natalie Brown had it. That was a nice track because normally you see outfielders when balls are skied like that, they're twisting, they're turning. Brown with a nice track on that. The pitch. Top 5, 4-0 Melbourne, courtesy of a 2-run home run from Hayley Turner. Turner with the big bat here in this one. English scored a couple of runs here tonight. Pitch. That'll be 1 ball and 2 strikes with 1 out. Is that what it is, John? Because I had asked him if they were related in the interview. I think I asked if they were sisters. Swing and a miss. Back down to first. She got all that one, John, that's for sure. Good piece of hitting there. So that'll be a strikeout for the second out of the inning. That ball is foul. Strike 1. Kelsey Kressler is at the plate. Nothing and 1 with 2 outs. Oh, you talk. I knew you. I'm sorry. They're not brother and sister, cousins. I got you. Never mind. Now I'm dialed in, John. I'm thinking of Hayley Turner, not Hunter. My bad. They're cousins. Her cousin is an outstanding quarterback, Hunter Turner. I saw the H and immediately put, because Hayley plays. That's who I asked. Never mind. There's my confusion, John. That ball is slapped to the second baseman, up and to first. Outstanding defensive play to end the inning by Ava Climo, but not before Hayley Turner hits a 2-run home run. 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors. 1 left. We head to the bottom of 5, 4-0, Melbourne Bulldogs. All right, welcome back to Eau Gallie High School. Alan Slaughterzinski, Caleb Taylor here tonight as we having some fun, guys.
No, I must ask the question, Alan.
Yes, please.
What is it with being at an Eau Gallie facility and you getting confused?
What?
What is it with being at an Eau Gallie facility and you getting confused?
Oh, you're talking about that home run last night. Well, that's Brady Denneberg's fault, or the non-home run last night.
You got confused last inning when we were talking with the...
Last night was a great game, brutal for the announcer. Jazzy Francik comes in at the bottom, or she's been in. I don't know what I'm saying, comes in. This is Caitlin Hagee, fouls the first pitch off for strike 1. Jazzy Francik looking to move to 6-1 on the year. Francik, 5-1. She's appeared in she's appeared in 7 of the 9 games that the Bulldogs have played this year. Just a freshman, 4 years of Jazzy. Here's the pitch, high for a ball. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. A little bit. Low for a ball. That'll even account up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. I just want the base to be able to be seen. And you can still see the pitcher and the batter. 2-2. Francik winds, fires, strike 3. 1 out. Nice pitch from Francik. A little bit of heat. Coming up tomorrow night on the Brevard Sports Network. Road trip. Got to get our Twisted Sister going on the radio tomorrow and head down 95 South and to see 2 outstanding lacrosse teams as Lexi Haddock steps in. The Vero Beach Fighting Indians. First pitch at the knees, but low for a ball. The Vero Beach Fighting Indians are the number 3 ranked lacrosse girls team in the country. And the Vero Hawks will be traveling down there tomorrow to try to take them out. And we'll be with them. And you'll see it live here on the Brevard Sports Network. That'll be a strike. 1-1 now. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bottom 5. We play 6 or 7? 7. I forgot. Change up. And that's a Butte Clark. And it's 1-2. Had to get the Christmas Vacation reference in tonight. I got it.
I had a conversation with Coach Shep, and he was saying that changeup
Yeah,
is not even perfected yet.
really.
Yes.
That'll be low for a ball. Caleb was just saying, in case you didn't hear him, that he was talking to Coach Shep before the game and talking about Francik, a freshman. The changeup is not even perfected yet. I tell you what, Coach Shep went to the well. He was outstanding this year in terms of, tell you about it after this pitch, strike 3, 2 outs. You had five seniors graduate last year that were all captain material, okay? So what do? You replace them with 5 freshmen, one of them being Jazzy Francik. Just outstanding. And I really felt last year with the collection of talent that Melbourne had, that had COVID not happened, I felt like they were 9-1. And I felt like, we talked about Eau Gallie being the last Brevard County softball team to capture an FHSAA state championship, the only Brevard County team to do it in softball. But I felt like Melbourne had a shot last year. I really did. And I felt, of all of the teams, all of the spring sports last year, first pitch from Francik's a swing and a miss. Of all the spring teams last year that I really felt the worst for, it was this softball team, because I mean it when I say that's just not, broadcast speak. That's the truth. I felt like they could win a state championship last year. That's strike 2, and she's in a groove now. 0-2 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Hayley Turner with a 2-run home run in the top half of the inning. The Bulldogs are on top. That ball is nearly decapitated to first base coach. I apologize. She's not listed. I don't know who she is. I'm going to get her name, though. So Francik looking to strike out the side here in the bottom of the fifth. 0-2. She winds, kicks, fires. That ball missed, but just barely. 1 ball, 2 strikes. High and outside. The count is quickly evened at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. What's wild, Caleb? There you go. Everybody knows that now. That ball is popped up to Francik, and she'll corral it in for the 3rd and final out of the inning. So that'll end the inning. No hits, no runs, no errors, nobody left. Yeah, good job, man. We head to the top of the 6th. 4-0 Bulldogs. All right, the catcher, Alicia Thompson, will step in now. 4-0 Bulldogs on top. Top 6. Don't say it about the speed of the game. Don't talk about it. Okay. Last night you did, and the game took an additional 2 hours. Logan Burr in the circle. She's been there the whole way. Low for a ball. The 1-0. That's a strike. 1-1. Question is, when will we cover Bayside again? Take a look. We have got to be high. The issue that we have at Bayside, we got to catch the Bears on the road because of the signal down there. So, we actually came down there during the basketball tournament, went in the gym and got, normally you get at least 1 bar, right? That ball is pop foul, out of play. That'll even account at 2 balls and 2 strikes. I'll take a look at the schedule, Dominic, and I promise we'll get the Bears on the schedule at least once or twice. I do know that we are set to name our girls and boys soccer coaches of the year, and Coach Antoine Meyer out of Bayside, well, there's the announcement, is our girls soccer coach of the year. So strike 3, check swing, ball drop down to first. That'll be an out. So 1 out.
We have 2 schools that we have signal issues when we go to their place.
Bayside and Heritage. Bayside and Heritage, exactly right. So we'll get back down there, I promise. I promise. Actually, outside shouldn't be an issue. We didn't have any problem. It was the Heritage Panthers we had problems with. Bayside, we had a problem on the inside, but not outside. I promise, Dominic, we'll get down there. That ball is smacked into center field. It'll drop for a base hit. Nice piece of hitting by Darby Rooney, and that's a 1-out base hit, a runner on. I'll tell you what, Dominic, why don't you take a look, not next week, but look at the week after. Find me 2 Bayside games that week, and I'll pick one of them. The ball is fouled back and out of play. I know that swing. That's Sophia Valcourt.
Brother Jason, a rapper.
Yes, Jose.
Sorry, Jose.
Jose Valcourt. Yeah, he graduated last year. Basketball player. Pitch. Little grounder to the third baseman, over to second for one, back to first. Valcourt will beat it out, but a good job to get the lead runner for the second out in the inning. For nothing. And that'll bring up Hayley Turner. This is who I thought John was talking about. Burr slaps it right to the first base. She drops it, and that's going to be a foul ball. So all of that for nothing, for a strike. They're not going to fool me again like they did last night with the whole hat falling over the wall thing. And what is the call? I felt like Bob Collins wanted, right. Congratulations are in order for Eau Gallie baseball manager Bobby Collins. Last night, that ball fouled off. Last night, Collins picked up his 403rd career victory. Milestone win is win number 400. April 1st, Bayside versus Heritage, or April 5th, Bayside versus that Bayside Sebastian River game. April 1st, I'll be in Atlanta, 1st and 2nd. But that April 5th game sounds like a plan against Sebastian River. That's a grounder back to the pitcher, so that'll end the inning. So Caleb put it in our book. Dominic, let them know. We'll be there April 5th, Bayside and Sebastian River. All right, so that'll end the top of the 6th. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Still 4-0 Bulldogs. Actually, Dominic, I'm leaving Friday, so we'll come do, because I'd rather do 2 in-county teams. So we'll go do Bayside April 1st, that Thursday, April 1st, Bayside and here. All right, we head to the bottom of the 6th, and the first base coach is Coach Megan Hagee. Jazzy Francik still in the circle, and why wouldn't she be? Swing and a miss. What was that? Oh. Strike 2. Welcome in Peter Arnold watching here on the Brevard Sports Network. I want to apologize to Satellite and Titusville, speaking of the Arnolds. Satellite and Titusville, we're supposed to be doing some beach volleyball a little bit earlier today, but our battery died. And, well, couldn't get one in time to get over there by 4:30. That's why we got to work on getting some lights for these volleyball courts. Here's the pitch. That'll be strike 3 called. 1 out. So we got to work on getting lights. That 4:30 time is a killer. When something like that happens, like we were able to get the new battery in and make it here by 6:15. So, yeah, I mean, I feel really bad because we were supposed to do some beach volleyball today. We'll make it up. We'll be out there next week as Natalie Brown steps in. The left-handed swinging Natalie Brown with 1 out here in the bottom of inning number 6. Francik rocks and fires high and outside for a ball. 1-0. Pitch. That'll catch the outside corner. That'll even the count up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Francik in a groove here. Just misses. Nice frame, though. I think the most interesting dynamic about is you got a freshman pitcher throwing to a freshman catcher. So you're looking at a battery situation that's going to, speaking of batteries, a battery situation that's going to go for 4 years. And the count moves to 2 balls, 3 balls, and a strike. I mean, you have that kind of familiarity. Can you imagine what these two will be doing as a pitcher-catcher duo battery mate? And there's by the time they're seniors, swing and a miss, foul tipped actually. Count will be full now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out. What happened to our camera guy? Where'd he go? Oh, he left. That's why he did that, didn't he? Right? Francik, full count. Change up, strike 3. Beautiful pitch. 2 outs. I mean, that's just, I mean, what can you do about it? I mean, it freezes you. And you know what? Momentarily, split second, at this age, you can't recover. First pitch offering. What'd he call? Yeah, me too. Here's the pitch from Francik. It'll be ball 1. I think it's 2-0. Scoreboard shows 1-0. Bottom 6, 4-0 here. Pitch. That'll be a strike. 1-1 now. I thought it was 1-1, but we'll see on this pitch. Francik winds, fires. There's a dribbler back to Jazzy. Jazzy over to foul court for the 3rd and final out of the innings. No runs. Here's the theme. No runs, no hits, no errors. No one left. We head to the top of the 7th. 4-0. Bulldogs on top. 6 outs left in this one. 3 for the Bulldogs, 3 for the Commodores, unless they can come back. Nicole Poudrier says she always likes to see the young lady dogs winning. Graduated in 1994. Thanks for making me feel even older than Tyler and Caleb made me feel. I get you for it. That's all right. Here we go, top 7. Nadia English, who's had an outstanding night at the dish. She's had not just an outstanding night, but an outstanding season. A couple of hits tonight for Nadia. She's seeing the ball really, really well this year. She wants to play, and this one gives off the end of the bat, foul, long strike. Knowing what I know about Nadia, I do believe she still wants to attend UCLA and play softball there. So I know she works really, 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 really hard training. Nadia is a cheerleader as well. So outstanding family, terrific mom, Victoria. 1-1 to English. Pitch. Good eye. 2-1. When you are seeing the ball as well as she's seeing it this year, it looks like a beach ball coming in. On deck, the home run hitter, Hayley Turner. Speaking of hitting the ball, here's the pitch. Fouled out of play. That'll even count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody out here. Top 7, 4-0 Bulldogs on top. Pick our players of the game. We'll interview them. You'll see those interviews coming up later tonight or tomorrow on the Brevard Sports Network. The pitch from Burr high, ball 3. So English works the count full here in the top of the 7th. Good night for the middle of Shep's lineup. Pitch, ball 4. English will draw a walk here. That'll bring up Hayley Turner. Now, Nadia English also with a stolen base tonight, so keep your eye on her. I'm pretty sure Hayley Turner is not going to be squaring the bunt. She sized one up the last time and drove it about 240 feet over the left field wall. The pitch, high and outside for a ball. One and 0. Fouled out of play. That'll even count up at a ball and a strike. Nobody out here. Top 7. I moved the car. And it looked like after that foul ball, it'd be a pretty good idea. Umpire comes out, talk to Logan Burr, wants to see the ball. Going to rub a little mud on it. Must have a cut. Sorry. I'm really showing my age, right? Look, I'm in Brian Wallace, John Gale, Peter Arnold, Dominic Landis, all watching. Nancy Hall, Nicole Poudrier, all watching here on the premier youth prep and college sports network in Brevard County, BSN. Back to the got her. And Nadia English is picked off. Outstanding play there by the catcher. Caught English hanging off the bag a little bit, and just a great throw by Langley and an outstanding tag applied by Lexi Haddix. And that'll be the first out of the inning. And it was a ball at that. So 2 balls and 1 strike, 1 out. Pitch fouled out of play. That'll even the count up at 2-2. That's unusual.
Even the look on Nadia's face was like,
Uh-oh.
what?
Yep. Like I said, she had a stolen base earlier. She got caught leaning a little bit. Happens to the best of us. Logan Burr winds and fires, swing and a miss. So this time, Burr wins the battle with Turner. And that'll bring up Jazzy Francik, the pitcher. Strike one. Been a really good game tonight by both of these teams, both of these pitchers. Both of these teams fielded well tonight. You know, pitching dominates. And when, you know, Francik has indeed done that tonight. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 2 outs. Outside, ball 2, 2-1. Francik does have a hit tonight, has helped herself. Pitch. That'll be a strike. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom 7 or top 7. That ball is hit into center field. 2 strike. Base hit. 2 out, 2 strike, base hit. And I've had a runner on first the entire time, so I'm just going to leave it there. I was just predicting the future. Nevaeh Loveridge steps in. I'll get used to the scoreboard thing. I didn't think we did too bad tonight with it. I really didn't. As Loveridge steps in, a runner at first, 2 outs. High for a ball. 1-0 to Loveridge. Ball's fouled out of play. As Francik will come back to the bag. One and one. 1-2 now. So Burr trying to get her team to the bottom of the 7th inning here. Within striking distance, 4-0 here. The 1-2. That ball is looped in, gets past the center fielder who made a diving catch. Francik's going to turn third. She heads home, and Francik will score the 5th run of the night on a double by Nevaeh Loveridge. Nice try by the center fielder, but it got by. It's an all-or-nothing play, and Loveridge will score. Oh, that's Burr. I'm sorry. Is that not Burr? Who is that? I did not hear. Thank you very much, Denise. I did not hear or see the change, but you're right. That is not Burr. 5-0. Thank you. Number 4 is in the circle now. My apologies. Normally, I am up to date with that stuff. That is Shelby Harden, the junior. And that ball is looped into right field. It's a tough play, but the second baseman is there. So Shelby Harden will get her team to the bottom of the 7th, but not before the Bulldogs add 1. They get 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, 1 left. Head to the bottom of the 7th. Melbourne on top, 5-0. Yeah, they had Alyssa Arnold running for Jazzy Francik there, so it's tough to keep up, do the balls and strikes, so I apologize for that. That's why I have you all in here to help me with it. So thank you, Keith. Appreciate that. And thank you, Denise. So finishing off the 7th inning there was Shelby Harden, and Alyssa Arnold was in pinch running for the pitcher, Jazzy Francik. So I believe we're all up to date now and all set. As we still let me take a look across the infield here. That is still Francik in the circle. And we still have Valcourt, English, Turner, and the shortstop is Kelsey Kressler. And in the outfield, I believe we still have all 3 starters. Hayley Turner, Nevaeh Loveridge, and Darby Rooney. So, yep, indeed. And speaking of Shelby Harden, she'll step in and bat here. Bottom 7, Commodores down to their final 3 outs here tonight. Pitch high for a ball, 1-0. That'll be a strike. 1-1. Once again, if you'd care to help the cause, the information will be at the bottom of the screen. Pitch. There's our Venmo at Brevard Sports, our Cash App at Brevard Sports, and our PayPal is at sportsbrevardnetwork@gmail.com. We appreciate anything, and no amount is too small. It helps us continue to cover youth, prep, and college sports. That'll be strike 2, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now on Shelby Harden. Francik looking at the first out, bottom 7. Pitch, swing and a miss, she'll get it. 1 out. 2 outs to go here for Francik. She can hang on here. She'll pick up her 6th win of the year. She's 5-1. Oh, and 1, or 1 out, 1-0 now. I've loved doing this scoreboard tonight. I've had my issues with it at times momentarily, but I really think it keeps the viewer dialed in. I don't see one thing on there that says, hey, what's the score? What inning? What's the count? You know, normally we get a lot of our comments are those questions, and we didn't get that, and that's a joy not to have to answer that. When we do basketball, we'll be able to continuously update the score, and so I'm excited for what the future holds with being able to do this, and that's why no amount is too small, because all of these apps we use, they cost money. So our growth, swing and a miss, 2 balls and a strike. So it helps our growth. It helps us continue to grow and to bring you a better broadcast. We're actually using 3 devices tonight. Bought a brand new, beautiful iPad today, so thank you for that. Pitch, change up. Goodness gracious. The best of the night. She throws it in the bottom of the 7th, and the count moves to 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out. Francik has struck out the side once tonight. Looking to do it a second time, and if she can, she'll end the game. Pitch, strike 3, 2 outs, bottom 7. Nice pitch, fastball at the knees. So the Commodores are down to their final out. And Abby Haywood is the final hope of the night for Eau Gallie. I wish we got to be able to, I'm going to play with this a little bit. You should be able to add the hits in there too. She squares the bunt, drops one down, throw over to first, got her. So Francik ends the game off the bunt. So that'll wrap it up and end the contest. Your final score, the Melbourne Bulldogs will move to 8-2. The Eau Gallie Commodores will drop to 5-3. Your winning pitcher, Jazzy Francik. The losing pitcher tonight, Logan Burr. The home run in this one, Hayley Turner with a 2-run shot. So we'd like to thank all of our sponsors tonight. We'd like to thank, of course, Space Coast Stars Academy. For more information about the Stars and the sports and the education that they offer, HondoAthletics.com. We'd like to thank Beachwave Volleyball Club for the best club volleyball. If you're a student athlete's interested in getting better at the sport of volleyball, give Coach Michelle Rycroft a call at 321-243-8456. Oh, by the way, she also happens to be the head varsity coach right here at Eau Gallie. And if you're interested in seeing your company partner up with Brevard Sports Network to help sponsor some of these games, give me a call at 321-693-7697. Once again, your final score, the Melbourne Bulldogs 5, the Eau Gallie Commodores nothing. For Caleb Brown, I'm Alan Slaughter-Zinski. We'll see you tomorrow night from Vero Beach, where the number 3 ranked girls team in the country, the Vero Beach Fighting Indians, will host our Vieira Hawks. So everybody have a great night. Bulldogs 5, Commodores